this video, I'm reviewing 7 most common 401k investor questions answered. Hey everybody, it's Matthew Jackson here from 401k Maneuver, where we provide online professional account management with the goal of supercharging your 401k performance. So stop leaving money on the table each and every year in the form of lost returns. Let us help you. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and the links to everything that we mentioned in this video you can find in the description box below. So let's jump right in. You know, there's no such thing as a dumb question, especially when it comes to 401k investor questions. The problem is that for whatever reason, many investors, they just simply don't ask. So if this sounds familiar, you're not alone. CNBC reports, though it's one of the most common retirement savings vehicles, 63% of Americans don't understand exactly how it works. And when people in the survey were asked 401k investor questions, only 37% could answer confidently. However, more people are beginning to contribute to their 401k, and people are contributing more yearly. 401k investors stashed away an extra percentage point of their salaries in the past year. This is great news, everybody. So if you're one of them, congratulations. As CNBC explains, that increase may not sound very big, but it can have a noticeable impact on a saver's nest egg decades down the road. A 35-year-old earning $60,000 a year would save an extra $85,500 by retirement age by increasing 401k contributions by just 1%. A 45-year-old earning $70,000 a year would have an additional $43,000. Unfortunately, just because people are contributing more to their employee-enrolled 401k plan, it doesn't mean that they understand the ins and outs of the plan. For example, many people don't know how to read their statements or what happens with their 401k if they change employers. And this is a real problem. You don't want to head into your retirement years without a clear understanding of your 401k. Instead, you want to get those 401k investor questions answered so you can take full advantage of the plan and maximize your retirement savings. Isn't that the whole goal? So in today's video blog, I'm answering the questions 401k investors commonly ask, and so you can feel confident making decisions for your future. So what do you need to know before you're signing up for a 401k plan? Well, let's just start at the very beginning and answer one of the most common 401k investor questions, which is, what is a 401k and why should I have one? A 401k is a tax-deferred retirement plan sponsored by your employer. The reason you want to have one is because the money you stash in your 401k, it grows tax-free. At this time, many companies automatically enroll employees in a 401k as soon as they start working. However, most companies still require you to actually sign up. This brings us to the question of, what do I need to know before I sign up for a 401k plan? Now, 401k plans differ from one company to the next, so it's important to ask the following 6 critical questions before you sign up. Number 1, is there a company match, and what is it? Number 2, when am I eligible to enroll in my 401k plan? Number 3, when do I become invested? 4th, what plan am I enrolled in? 5th, what's the cost of my investment options? And 6th, how do I change my plan investments? The answers you receive to these questions will help you understand your plan. And read more about the 6 questions you should ask before signing up for your 401k plan. So let's talk about your rights as a 401k investor. Many investors mistakenly believe, since their 401k is sponsored by their employer, that their employer actually handles making the changes for them. The money in your 401k is your money. It's your account. Therefore, you have rights as a 401k investor. For instance, did you know you can and should make changes to your investments? Don't feel bad if you're just learning that this is one of your rights, because over 80% of 401k investors fail to rebalance. Let's not have that be you. Failing to rebalance also often results in more significant losses during bad markets. Not only do you have a right to make changes to your investments, but you also have the right to independent advice. We all know that financial jargon contained in your HR packet you received about your company's 401k makes it difficult to understand your rights. You have many more rights beyond making changes and seeking independent advice that you need to know. That's why we're recording this video blog spelling out all of your rights as an investor. So let's talk about vesting. What is 401k vesting? We've used this term vesting a few times in this video blog already. And if you don't know what vesting is or how it works, don't worry about it. It's one of the most common 401k investor questions. Vesting refers to what you own as a part of your 401k retirement plan, and it represents how much of your employer matching funds you actually own. Generally, the company you work for will contribute a certain amount to a 401k plan based on your annual contribution. Vesting, therefore, refers to your legal right to own what your employer has contributed as a match. With that being said, each company has unique requirements for vesting. For instance, your company's 401k vesting schedule may be set up so that you don't own the money your employer contributed unless you're completely vested. However, any money you contribute to your 401k is always 100% invested and it's yours. Still confused? We got some help. Read what every investor needs to know about 401k vesting. You can find it in the description box below. If you're still watching, please hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and hit the little bell on the right to receive notification of our next posted content. So what do you need to know about rebalancing your 401k? As I mentioned earlier, many 401k investors, they fail to rebalance. And as a result, these people put themselves at risk of losing in down markets and, this is what's more important, missing out on growth during good markets. Not only are you allowed to rebalance your 401k, but it is also encouraged. Reallocation is when you revise the percentage of invested assets in different classes to balance risk versus reward. Here's a scenario to answer this common 401k question. You invested money in your 401k a few years ago and you allocated 60% to stocks and 40% to bonds, and you haven't touched it since. If the stock performed well, then you'd have more money invested in stocks, bringing your asset allocation potentially to 80% stocks and only 20% in bonds. And now this may seem like good news, but you've also put yourself more at risk if the stock market takes a dive. Now, this may cause your retirement savings to suffer major losses, leaving you with less for retirement than you actually planned. In order to get back to a 60-40 asset allocation, you'd need to rebalance your 401k. If you want to learn more about rebalancing a 401k, we've got a little crafty little piece that you can find in the description box below called How Do I Read My 401k Statement? One of the 401k investor questions many people are embarrassed to ask is how to read their 401k statement. Now, don't be ashamed to ask this question. It's more shameful to get your statement in the mail and just toss it without opening it. Now, 401k statements will differ depending on the company, but most statements include the following key information about your account at the front. So here's what it'll include. Basic information, your account summary, investment allocation summary, risk analysis versus retirement goals progress. You've probably all seen that kind of stuff. Additionally, your 401k statement will usually include a pie chart summary of where and how your money is allocated between different asset classes such as stocks. Are you in large cap, mid cap, or international? Bonds, money market, stable value, cash, company stocks, and other investments. Your 401k statement contains much more than these basics. Check it out. It can make you feel a little bit overwhelmed trying to decipher everything on the statement. Here's the good news. We put out a blog to help you, complete with images and videos. See how to read a 401k statement and understand it. You can find it in the description box below. Here's another common question. I have a 401k with an old employer. What do I do with it? At the top of the common 401k investor questions list is what I just asked. What happens to my 401k from a former employer? First things first, don't assume your employer is taking care of your 401k for you. It's your plan and your money. You need to take charge. Fortunately, you have many options. You can leave your 401k account with your previous employer if it's advantageous for you. You can roll your old 401k into your new 401k plan if it's permissible, or you can roll it into an individual retirement account, also known as an IRA. Generally, we recommend rolling it over, but it has to be done correctly or else it may cost you. To help you avoid some mistakes, we have a free white paper download in the description box below called Avoid These 4 Irreversible and Costly 401k Rollover Mistakes. At 401k Maneuver, one of the 401k investor questions we hear a lot is, why do I need professional 401k account management? It's simple, really, you guys. Account management professionals can help you with the goal to maximize your retirement savings, and working with them will save you time, stress, and most importantly, mistakes. In a 2014 Morningstar report, David Blanchett, head of retirement research, stated that participants who received expert guidance had as much as 40% more income during retirement versus those who received no help at all. Isn't 40% more income during retirement worth something getting some extra help on? I don't know about you, but I think so. Only you can answer the question, would 40% more income help your retirement? We regularly post videos with financial information and updates. Make sure that you look for our next posted content. Have a great day, everybody.